Just shut the fuck up! Bitch! Old annoying! Still annoying, but newly old! Oh my goodness. Is it just there in the clubhouse? Because you might actually be a highly annoying person. Yeah, Jenny. Jenny, if you don't shut your mouth, you are annoying. I can see how you can be very annoying, Jenny. Jenny, zip it! Grab it, Jenny, shut up!
Take on different roles depending on the situation. Although I am myself when I'm doing the show, I play a different role. I play super leader, the guy in the upper left.
Super leader.
I am the creator, the leader. I am concerned when they tell you we're inviting you to family function, but mind your manners, what they are referring to. Have you acted inappropriately when you've been in family functions before? What do you think?
So I'm listening to a room with Steve Appel talking to an 88-year-old grandmother whose family is now calling her very annoying, highly annoying. And it's funny because is now explaining to him how when he goes to family functions, he zips it. He shuts the F up, unlike his clubhouse activity. But Ginny, an 88-year-old grandma who raised her family off of her hard labor,
this is where we're headed. We're not taking this in, oh, look at the Muslim left.
There's another one hanging around.
Oh, okay, camera. I love this stuff. I want this stuff to stick. Plus, the lawn has this morning, by the way. What did I do?
Because remember how they had that room and then they all invited me and then they all ganged up on me and they were like, you're not a real Muslim. Well, this morning I was like messaging Dr. Ann about it because everybody's like harassing him and they're like, why did you do that to Angel? And he's like trying to say something to me and then he was like, well, Megatron, you know how Megatron, because they said that you wanted to convert everybody to Christianity, and they were like, oh, how could you hang out?
Chapter 378 says, practice the religion and God's words like the Rabbiins, the studied people, God's people, the one who studied the scriptures, Rabbiins. So
well, one thing that I said, I was like,
rabbis.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but what I was saying is like, why, like, if you want someone to be like a Muslim, because I told him, I was like, look at Umar ibn Khattab, like, he was straight up an enemy of Islam, dude. Like, I think he murdered people. Like
he massacred a bunch of people in Gaza. That's
yeah,
another conversation.
He was like a super enemy of Islam, and he's like one of the holiest people in Islam. So I was like, bro, like, I don't like your guys' attitude.
Umar is part of the XLR, a part of this system at the top. Go ahead, and kick it anytime you want. I'm sorry, Angel.
Kind of true.
Yeah,
it's kind of true. I can't. My personality is Catholic. That's the problem. Like, I can't undo it. You know, I'm always gonna be.
It's just for the camera.
Like emo and stuff.
Just doing it for the camera.
No, I'm just doing it.
I work upstairs. I'm on 5. I just do it because, as in sky. Go ahead. These cars don't work? Okay. I'll go around the front. Yeah. Thank you. So, yes. Anytime you want. Hit it. Hit it. La, la, la.
You should also revert.
Hit it.
Now Megatron's gonna get mad at me. No. Which, like, I have experienced that. So it's like, I don't get that thinking. Like, of course you want everyone to be a Christian. Because you're Christian. Like, duh.
Okay, I read the whole thing top to bottom. Very interesting history.
Right?
Yeah, but what did you find so interesting? I didn't, other than the coexistence, which I think is a bunch of bullshit.
So what the problem is that a lot of people start to think that Islam was created in some kind of vacuum. You know, it was a bunch of, I don't know,
I think you're in the Matrix, but yeah, that's a good point about the belief that it's like an isolated thing when it's actually, you know, an army on the march. It says that that, you know, this is not like some kind of friendly takeover. Like, oh wow, there's a new religion, a new prophet. No, this was a military conquest of blood, of rape, of savage brutality, destroyed an ancient culture, re-enslaved the Jews in a way, because it's really not coexistence and peace. It's really, ChatGPT is so politically correct that you will never really understand the brutality of human history through reading this generic garbage that what's his face's AI product puts out. Sam Altman, the lover boy, the man that sucks another man's tongue every day, dies, probably raped his sister, probably murdered his former coworker. That's the man you're relying on for your information. I, on the other that's cool and amazing, but about it. And they had all the ancient Greek and Roman philosophers, all the Stoic philosophers. They had everything, and they knew that Islam was no good. That's why they gave us the separation of church and state, because they said it can become very dangerous if we have a religious state, aka an Islamic state. They set us up for success. They knew what was out there, and they knew they were experimenting with what could be the best form of society, the best form of government. And we've got the Constitution, we've got the Declaration of Independence, we've got the Bill of Rights, we've got Thomas Paine, we've got American English philosophers of enlightenment, and we respect women. We don't do honor killings. We don't rape young children. Oh, you don't like it when I get to the honor killings and the child rape and marriage part of Islam? Okay, you can mute me if you want. I do apologize. I do suffer from R word, and I fully admit that I'm fully R worded and brain rotted out. But enjoy your one topic, because if you're just a one-dimensional person and this is the only conversation you like, woo! There's a lot out there you're missing out on. You can have way more fun than this.
Go to John's YouTube and see his topics. Yeah. This is I'm not going to ask you personally, but you're no longer going to mod Uncle Steve's room? Where did the sausage fest? Of the what? The sausage fest. Sausage fest. Got it. Well, I'm glad you're here. So how's your kitty cats? He's adorable. Ugh. Mine is named Gigi. My son named him Gigi. Cute. I told you he likes a treat. And I'm not talking starts meowing through the street. It's like this stick, and then you squeeze out the stuff inside. It's a treat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the churros or whatever they are. Yes, the churros.
I've been to Muslim countries,
No.
but if America was ever to become an Islamic state, it would take it to the highest level of insanity that Islam has ever created or produced. And I could go to the park right now, and there's 5 women sitting in burqas having a good old time while their kids run around. I actually like conservative women that aren't on OnlyFans, and actually are somewhat, or maybe have a love for justice. See, not all of Islam is bad, but it's bad in terms of the American experience. For many people, if they were to experience it, they would be so upset, but yet they will defend it all day, every day.
Women in burqas in the U.S.
What are you talking about? I go to my park right now. I live in
Minnesota,
I live in Chicago. I'm in a sanctuary city where we have a lot of the one cloth failure, well, you got your backup cloth.
You got a backup cloth.
That's commitment.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, just imagine if it fell off and a white heterosexual Christian patriotic American witnessed your face. Oh my goodness.
My daughter. That's what it was about. About my daughter Sally Fields.
She's great.
She got her husband was Iranian. When they went there, he's like, we're not going back to America, and she's like, I'm going back. He's like, not without my daughter. She's like, I'm not going back without my. It's a true story. She had to go through the Underground Railroad to get out of Iran with her daughter. It was great. Great film.
So if we were to have an Islamic